The world's largest, brightest, fastest, strongest, just
wow.
I know,
a lot
of adjectives. But just about every claim you can imagine is coming out of Las Vegas this week. The Consumer Electronics Show is in full swing, and our tech expert Mike Yawney is on the ground scoping out the new tech to find the new things that may be showing up in our homes. But it's early, Mike. Is it a little quiet right now on the floor?
Good morning. But you know what? It's quiet, but I kind of like it. I can hear myself think for the first time in 48 hours because it's mayhem. When the doors open up, the attendees rush in, it's mayhem. And I just want to show you some video that we took yesterday to show you. It is elbows up, literally. You're pushing through the crowds because 140,000 people expected to be at the convention center over the next 3 days for CES. Everyone wants to be the first to get their hands on the new tech, to see the new tech. And of course, we're here and I'm finding lots of cool things on the show floor to show you guys.
Mike, did I just see a robot playing ping pong?
You might have.
Yeah,
I'm gonna, by the way, take that robot on. I'm good at ping pong. I'm gonna try my hand at that.
I was just double checking what was in my coffee this morning. I wasn't sure I was seeing things clearly. Let's start with TVs. What everybody's watching us on right now, because they always make a splash, and this year at the CES is no different.
They certainly do. Jeff, Carol, and Kay, gotta ask, biggest TV in your house, how many inches?
65.
Yeah, maybe a bit bigger, but yeah. Sure, in and around there.
Okay.
66?
So 55 before the pandemic. 55 inches before the pandemic was common.
I don't know. 82.
Yeah. And during the pandemic, the size went up. It was 65 inch was the average size. Now retailers are saying this year they expect 85 inches to be the standard size for a lot of TVs that people are buying this year, which is pretty crazy. And we've heard a lot of, new slang and new terms coming out. Of course, HD TV, 4K TV, OLED. But this year, this is the term you guys need to know, RGB. RGB TV is what you're going to be seeing in stores, and we're seeing it all over the show floor. RGB stands for red, green, blue. Very simple. It's the color of the LED lights that backlight the picture. So manufacturers are saying 30% improvement in color. So 2026 is going to be the year of better color on your TVs. But it's more than that, you guys, because I'm actually at the LG booth right now. And behind me, this is getting a lot of attention. It's called wallpaper television, and there's a reason why they call it that. Take a look at this. Camera's going to swing around to the side, and you'll see just how thin this is. 9 millimeters thin. And the coolest part, though, you guys, is that it's wireless. So you can have your streaming device, your cable box, whatever it is, 10 meters away. It beams wirelessly up to the TV, so that'll be flat on your wall. Looks just like wallpaper. It's pretty stunning.
That's pretty cool. I love that. All right. As you always mention, there are new prototypes and concept TVs. Anything else that has really stood out?
So, okay, when it comes to prototypes for TVs, we've got to talk about the Waterfall Edge TV. We went to the Samsung booth yesterday, and this is interesting because the actual sides of the TV are pixels. So the picture actually flows around the curvature of the TV. I think this is more for businesses rather than in your home, but I gotta say, walking by, it catches your eye. It's pretty cool. On top of that, cool. Not everyone wants a giant television in the room. Sometimes you want to have it hidden. So they've come out with a turntable television. It actually looks like a record player, but you can turn it on, and then the platter where the album would go on lifts up, and then it actually is a television. So a television hidden in plain sight. So these are concepts. Who knows if they're actually going to come out.
But kind of neat where you can incorporate it as part of your interior design. I mean, I've seen that we have the frame, and it's a picture. When it's off, it looks like a painting, a portrait. And I really like that. You know how much I'm into interior design? Look at the record player. When it's off, it looks like a record player.
True. Yeah, but then I'm confused. Is it a record player? Is it a TV?
We'll get past
I don't know. It's any of these TVs that you just showed us, Mike, any chance they're coming to Canada anytime soon?
Well, that's just it. That's a big question. There's so much stuff here on the show floor, and there's actually two sides to the show. There's the glitz and the glamour, and then there's another side. It's the behind doors, closed meetings where stores and retailers, they come here and they talk to the manufacturers on whether or not they're going to bring them to Canada, for example. We actually ran into Best Buy Canada, Eric Stockner, who's the VP of merchandising, and I said to him, with all of this stuff here, how do you decide what actually comes to Canada? Here's what he had to say.
That's almost the hardest part right now is we hear so much about AI, and they've got AI in everything. But what we try to filter out is what's really going to be important for the customer at the end of the day. There's a lot of bells and whistles, but if they're not really resonating with the customer, they're not important. So that's really become difficult now.
So you heard Eric say AI, and by the way, yes, everything has AI this year, you guys. You don't even have to ask. It has AI.
Okay, all right. Before we let you go, a couple other things you want to mention?
Yeah, really quick. You guys have seen those spaceship massage chairs that you can sit in. I sat in the world's first massage chair that actually stretches you. So it's, it stretches your arms behind your head. At the same time, it arcs your back. I mean, this is called Body Friend. I'm not sure if we're still friends because it certainly cracked my back a couple of times. But about 20,000 US when this hits stores, you guys, in a couple of months. So not cheap, not cheap. And I have one more thing I want to quickly show you guys because I'm actually wearing it right now. These are bionic shoes. Bionic shoes, they also say they're e-bikes for your feet. Here's the idea. You've got battery packs here. These shoes, actually, when you lift up your heel, it propels your heel forward, so it actually makes you move a little bit faster. And I gotta say, it literally feels like there's a spring in your step. There's a pep in your step. It really works. It takes about 100 pounds off your joints. So the creators called Defy Sidekicks, they say that this is for people that have mobility issues. Maybe they have weak ankles, sore knees. They just they want to get out and exercise, but they can't. This is for them. But any guesses on the price?
A lot.
Yeah, not cheap. About 4,500 American for these sneakers. So not cheap, but pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Yes, very cool. Saving maybe the best for last. Mike Yawney, our tech expert from the Consumer Electronics Show. Mike, thanks for this. Appreciate it this morning.
This portion of the morning show is brought to you by Best Buy. Discover tech gadgets and more at bestbuy.ca.